That. Hi, everybody. Oh my God. Yay. Kitty's down there. It is so cold, y'all. It is so cold. Oh my God. So cold. I go often whenever. I don't ever make plans because I'm non-committal. I have trust issues and non-committal. Hi, Italy. Um, literally, people like me to plan. I'm so non-a-planner because I have all of these if I have to show up, I'll indefinitely go do something else. So, yeah, or one or two or 10. Random. There you go. It's just me, understands me, random ass bitch that I am. There you go. I can't help it. Is she coming on or not? I'm here. Yeah, that's right. It's a game. It's not on purpose. I take all these classes, so I just came from aerial class, y'all, and this week I did not drop myself on my head, and I am not in the emergency room like I was last week. But they're like, Carrie was like, "Are you going to go upside down and do angel stand?" I'm like, as much as I love angels and standing like them, no, I'm not going to do that. That's where you take the silks, the poles, and you crochet your feet up so your head is facing the ground, your feet are up holding the silks, and you're in a pike, well, straight up. I don't know what that is. Anyway, your legs are up there, and then you hold your little toes on the thing like that. Then you take the silks and put them around, roller skating. Fantastic. You tie them around your back, crisscross them, and then you pull your arms out and you can kind of flip forward. So you're upside down, you can flip yourself forward like a little angel. Well, this little angel fell on her head, straight on her head. Hi, boss lady, straight on her head last week. Oh, who does that? I did that. Yeah, I did. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot to remember because as soon as I'm upside down, so you pull yourself up okay, so like I'm like this is my feet, my head is down by my butt. Anyway, and they're like, okay, crisscross, all right, slowly crunch. I'm like, oh no. So yeah, the girls were doing so good in class tonight. Super good. I'm still wearing my whatever, it's freezing out. So that's what I was doing. I know, right on my head. Fallen angel, exactly. Crash. Sometimes the girls today were going, yeah, silk's very nauseating at times. Super nauseating. I still do it though. I enjoy Nancy. Shout out to Nancy. I enjoy the entire class is super fun. So I enjoy it. I just take as many classes as I can possibly take to just take classes. So I took, oh my God, y'all, thank you, Donna, for that. I took a flexibility class. Oh my God, y'all. I can't even, like you're doing pigeon. Okay, in yoga, pigeon, where you turn I don't know how to put it. Anyway, you cross your ankle from your knee in front of your body. The rest of the body goes behind you and you stretch forward. So we're doing pigeon on a chair while the rest of our body's on the ground. And I'm like, I don't even know if it's called pigeon, whatever the hell kind of stretch it was. But it reminded me of pigeon. So I was like, oh my God. Anyway, it was super fun. New York City. It was super fun. Yeah, so I did that. So I took 3 pole classes, 1 flexible class, and 3 silk aerial classes this week. So like I have a lot of classes I have to take. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yeah. Hammock. Yeah. The aerial, the hammock. Yeah. The hammock. Yeah. We have 2 silks. Today was only silks, but usually I take silks, hammock, and lyra, of which I'm good at none. My teachers are super good though. Yeah, aerial yoga on the hammock. I still get nauseous on that too. When they spin you around, I'm like, stop. And you go on the hoop and they spin you around. I'm like, fucking stop. Oh my goodness, Stratford, Ontario. I know it. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. Oh, I just got a puppy. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, I'm trying. I'm the worst in the class. Like, I learn stuff and then I'm like, wait, what? And the teacher's like, you know how to do that. And I'm like, you might think I know how to do that, but like, actually, happy birthday. I'm like, actually, I don't. Hi, Bobby, Bobby. Oh my God, Bobby is so great. Bobby and I've been chatting today till I got to my class and I have my class. So that's what I'm doing. So try something new. I mean, I felt foolish. All the kids are like 30, 35. I mean, they're kids. The teacher's a little bit older, but still in her 40s, but they're still kids. Like, I'm grandma. I'm literally the grandma in the class, for real. So that's what I am. It's exactly what the hell I am. Yeah, that's it. So anyway, yeah, it was pretty fun. It's fun. I think everybody should go out and do something that they don't know how to do. And I've ripped through my expensive leggings, every single pair. So I'm now walking around with leggings with holes in them because I keep, tripping. Thanks, Bobby. I keep tripping. That's what happens. So I'm that person. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, let me trip here. So it's pretty fun. So I try that. Yeah. Oh, no likes. Yeah, I can't help it. I mean, I don't know what to say. So are you almost done with the book? Yeah, I'm done. I have to, I'm trying to fly. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to finish editing the book. Okay, I've got some, Bobby knows my news because I always tell Bobby first. I text her and because we're on different time zones, so I can text her at weird hours and she can text me. Yeah, age doesn't matter except when you fall on your head. Crunch. And then they tell you you got a bunch of shit wrong with your back. Whatever. Still climbing, still running, still having fun. So I have the funnest thing I'm doing. Yeah, aerial yoga is really hard. I'm just doing hammock. I mean, I'm just doing aerial and pole. Pole class is crazy. And flexible class and stretching class. And now I'll be taking rollout class to roll out my muscles. I have like 20 a week, 10 classes a week. Like my day is filled up with that because I think it's super important to do that. So you guys, okay, who knows in here? I guess I can say it because I booked it. So I will be doing it and she's saying it. So I'm doing the Bunny XO show, y'all, on the 25th. How fun is that? I am doing pole class for real. Y'all know Bunny XO. We're super excited to be going. Bunny XO. You know who she is, right? Yeah, I'll be doing her podcast. It's going to be really fun. So I want you guys to all listen. Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Super fun, y'all. Yeah, she's so cute. So I can't wait to meet her and it's really exciting. Jelly Roll's wife. Yeah, that's right. But she's her own person too. So she's Bunny XO. And yeah, it's going to be so fun. It's going to be super fun. So yeah. Jelly Roll's wife. Jelly Roll, if you know him, is a musician and he has his wife who's Bunny XO who has a podcast. So I'm very excited to be doing that. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. Yeah, she's a little blonde cutie, right? Tallulah went looking for more food. I fed her when I came in. I fed her. Yeah. Yeah, she's stunningly gorgeous. And she left home early and she was a sex worker. So us sex worker types, we can do well. I mean, society likes to look down and call women whores and all kinds of shit, but it seems to me like the whores are doing well. I mean, I'm just saying. Seems to me like that. I could be wrong. You try to be a good girl and all the good girls call you the names, but it's actually the ones that, fend for themselves. You got to fend for yourself. So, yeah, I know my calendar's not open because you guys, please. And I can't answer your emails. I literally split my work phone up, so I throw it in a drawer. I don't even pay attention to texts and emails. Like, I'm like, bye, can't do it. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I just can't. But yeah, it's going to be so fun to meet Bunny. So fun. And I'm very excited. Bunny XO. Jelly Roll's wife, if you don't know, it's true. The sex workers do well. It's the ones that follow in society. They get stuck in a 9-to-5 job and they get fired when they're like in their 50s. They lose their pensions. They work for the government. Like, why would you think they're ever going to keep you? You work for yourself. You create out of your own mind from the essence of who you are, and you will succeed. If you're a seamstress, if you're a makeup artist, if you're, let's say you're a rigger and you can rig stuff, you will succeed. You're a chef. You can always cook. You can always do stuff like that. If you work 9-to-5 for someone else, you're stuck on their plan and you're their bitch. And when they want to get rid of you, they do. That's why I never work for anybody else. Yeah, I think it's going to be totally fun. Totally. I mean, I just believe that. I mean, I hear so many people. Yeah, they say because the government pays pensions, but they kill you before you get your pensions. Do you get your Social Security? The average person dies before they get more than, 18 months of Social Security. Then your pensions, look what the police went through. The police went through pensions way, way, way back where they got, because I have a friend that was actually John's friend, a homicide detective, Terry. And then I have my friend, Stacy, who's a homicide detective. Okay, so each of us had one of our peer group, roughly. Stacy's a bit younger than me. Stacy doesn't get the same pension that Terry used to get. Terry'd be 80 if he was alive. But they don't get the same pension. They're working for fucking nothing. I mean, she's working, but they ask a lot of police, don't they? Like, go out there and get yourself killed. Like, why? And for the pension, I mean, it's like pension. They will get rid of it. So I don't need your pension. See, they've got you tricked, all of us. They've got us tricked to get a job. Okay, first of all, go to school. Hi, Anthony. How are you in Toronto, my hometown? My hometown. I grew up in Toronto. I grew up in Lawrence Park. I went to Blythewood Public School. Yes, I did. Anyway, it's important to keep your health up. That's all I keep up is my health. So I can't make enough money as one person doing readings. So I make sure just to do, I don't know, it's Bunny's show. She's going to lead the show. So I'm excited. Whatever she wants to ask me, I'm an open book, as you all know. So it's like, whatever. I'm very excited to meet her. So she's so cute too. I love her look. The look of Bunny is the look that I always wanted and had when I was younger, a little bit, but not fully, but a little bit, because I didn't have tattoos when I was younger. I have them now. I used to work at the strip club near LAX. I had a friend that was there. I used to work up there, Bare Elegance on Imperial Highway. That was one of the clubs I worked at in Los Angeles. Yeah, there's so many. I know she's really good, quick-witted, smart. You know why? Society tells you when you're a kid, push your kids into high school or whatever, or high school, university, school, whatever it is, and push your kids into school. Why? Are your kids going to do well in school? It depends on what your kids want to do. Like, what are they going to do for a living, right? There's that. So I never told my kids that. I said, and in fact, Keith went to school because when Kathy hired him at the studio at FX, thank you for that, Terry. Thank you so much. Kathy, shout out to Kathy. Thank you for that. Thank you all. Ashley, thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much. Yeah, my grandma was Grandma Bunny. When Bunny's a grandma, she'll be Grandma Bunny. I'm just Grandma Sloan to Lila, and I'm Gigi to Meadow. So I'm Grandma Gigi, whichever. So yeah, thank you for that. So you guys, when when Keith, he didn't go to, he did go to, I think he went to Mission Hills college for 1 year, but he did what Kathy wanted him to do because he went into her production office. So that's what he did. Okay. And he did that work. So he took school for that. I don't think Jason went to college. I'm trying to remember. Can't remember, but I don't think he did. And they still have jobs. So it just depends what it is you're going to do. If you're going to be a doctor or medical school, obviously you're going to spend, whatever, going to school. Sorry, I just suddenly got thirsty. Anyway, you're going to do that, and it's Diet Coke. It's really bad. But you're going to fall into that. Now, if you go to school to be a teacher or a government worker. They're getting their money back after you. Your time is money. The more hours you work, they're taking your life force from you under the guise of giving you a paycheck. And that's not enough for me. I would rather have my free time. So you can throw money at me. I choose to do what I want when I want. So when you ask about my books, it depends how much of my free life and if I need to pay my rent. I need to pay my rent, I work. That's about it. I do not need to keep climbing to go ahead. So it's kind of just that way for me. I mean, I know it's crazy. Yeah, well, it's not what sex work is. Sex work is doing whatever you do. Yes, well, stripping can be binding for you, but again, now listen to this. I'm back in the day of the Canadian way. Exactly. I'm back in the day when strippers, and again, I was 14 when I started, but I'm back in the day when strippers, first of all, we got paid to come into the club. I did not pay the club to work there. I'm not paying you so that I can be naked in your club. You should fucking pay me. That switched in the late 90s, I think, I want to say. Maybe mid 90s, maybe like 94. That fucking switched to where they said, you know, you pay, you strippers pay. I'm not paying you. You're fucking lucky anybody's here to do this job. But they flipped society around so much that everybody saw you could make money. So they can't have you doing that. Okay, they can't have you doing that. So what they're doing is they're like, well, now you're going to pay to be a stripper. That's when I got out. I'm not paying to be a stripper, number one. I never had to pay. I got paid. I did not have to pay. I quit stripping when I moved in with John. Because I quote, he wouldn't marry a stripper, but he married a stripper. Sorry, I had to say it. Once a stripper, always a stripper, right? Anyway, not the point. But I needed my microphone for that. Anyway, when you're I did not pay fees. And they paid me a lot of money. So at the time I started in Toronto, and you guys, I worked at the Fillmore's. I think it was Fillmore's East, because they had East, West, and Midtown, Uptown, whatever. I worked at the East, and I worked at the Brass Rail. I worked at it. I mean, those were two of the clubs, and then all over. So long story short, I think they took down the Brass Rail now. I have heard. My mom was a stripper. All right. Woo! Yeah, now you pay. I'm not paying. I'm sorry. I'm an employee. You pay me. I don't have to fucking pay you. I don't owe you shit. You're the fucker that opened up the strip club. I'm the cutie that's coming in. I'm ready to show everything. Oh, Fillmore's East is probably a dive now, but yeah, I started there as a cocktail waitress way underage. And then my friend Cheryl, we went out of town because she needed someone to go with her to dance, and I'd never done it. She gave me her clothes and like threw me out there, and I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, and then I'm like, yeah, I guess I can make money doing that, so I'll do that. Oh, is the Brass Rail still open? Okay. I heard it was closing. Maybe they meant the Fillmore's then was closing. Alcoholism is the biggest reason for my divorce. I couldn't stand it anymore. I'm not an alcoholic, by the way, but just people drunk talking to me when they're drunk. If you're drunk or on drugs around me and you open your fucking mouth and you throw daggers at me, I'll put up with it when my kids are little. But at a certain point, when my kids are growing and in their 20s, I am not going to put up with anybody saying anything to my face. So I'm either going to punch you in the face. That doesn't work with men. So I'm going to leave. You will not do that to me. I don't care what your reasoning. I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you think I owe you stuff because you married me and the privilege of marriage. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care. No, I was not an acrobatic stripper. That's very clear by my, I won't do it, Pam. I won't do it. Yeah, if you're on drugs, no, I'm not joking. I'm being serious. That's the reason I divorced. I will not do that. If you're going to call me names when you drink and you're going to fuck with me while you sit there and say shit, but you know, technically I should have left earlier for that reason, but that just doesn't work with me. I need my own space where I don't have to listen to you. I can love you with all my heart, but it's not okay for me. And it took me till I was 53 to understand that you don't get to do that. You don't get to say that to me. You don't get to. I don't care if you think that I fucked your life up and ruined you because you married me. I don't care. Anyway, it's that kind of thing. You know, that's just me. And that's it. I have no thoughts on Lana Del Rey. I don't even really know who she is. I really seriously don't even know who she is. Look, I ate my dinner so fast and now my ears are flushing because I get like an allergic thing from the food. It's so weird. Anyway, with the with the stripping with the clubs in Toronto, I had to come in. I always work day shift because again, when people are so fucked up on drugs, I leave. So I was a daytime. In Florida and Miami, I work nights till 4 in the morning. But I had to do 3 sets. So back then I was making maybe $2,000 I think it was $2,000 a week at the time to come in and do 15-minute set, full outfit on, underwear on, no clothes on. Okay, so 3 songs. And so I had to do 3 sets, 3 songs like that, and then a shower show where I showered in public. But that was fun because you can soap up the windows and ain't nobody can see you anyway. So that was easy money. Anyway, so that was that. And that's what I did. And then when I came to LA, I thought I do not sing at all in any way, shape, or form. And then I'm not promoting it. I'm saying what I did. They don't run the clubs and it's my life. So when you say promoting it, this is what I did. I'm recanting stories that I did. Hardly the same thing as promoting it. Get your words straight and don't twist it because you got your knickers in a fucking twist, okay? Don't do that. I did work. I worked in Fort Lauderdale at the Dollhouse. I worked at the $1 Million Baby, and I think that's it in Miami. There was another club, but I honestly can't remember. But, you know, when people ask you promoting it, I'm Zanzibar. I did work at the Zanzibar, but I can't remember where it was, what state, what country. I remember the name, though. Anyway, yeah, they get their knickers in an uproar. I'm going to repeat my past. Because I tell the truth does not mean I'm promoting anything. It just means I'm saying it. What I have found is that a lot of people now, young girls, go into the strip clubs and they are paying the owners, which I find ridiculous. Ridiculous. I can see giving the DJ Toronto. There you go. Yes. I can see giving, I did not work 8 to 10 hours a day when I was a kid. No, I did not. I didn't even have to do table dances. That was up to the dancer. And we didn't have lap dances. You couldn't touch me. And that's where I draw the fucking line. But we did have the boxes. We used to carry like little kids stand to the counter to brush their teeth. You know those boxes? We carried those and we put them down in front of the dude and dance. And some of the tables had horseshoes. So you could jump up in the middle of the table and dance in the middle of the table around a group, okay? I didn't do cages, but my point is I was not forced. That was extra money for me. I was literally just doing the 3 shows a day and I would take off and go do whatever I wanted to do. That's what I did. So it was good for me. I would show up. If there were 6 girls in line, I knew I had 15 minutes times 6, and I had to come back for the next show. That's what I did. And then when I moved to LA, this was the most shocking thing because in Toronto, when I left, I did the mud wrestling. I did that in Miami. Very ever so slightly because, you know, I don't like really mud on me. No, I just took everything off. I didn't even bother with the go-go dancing. I'm like, who cares? But yeah, when I left, so I was 23 when I left the industry. And at that point, they were charging the young women to work in the clubs. I was just there at the tail end of it. Now, jumping to the next topic, which I think is insanity. Look what they do in restaurants. So in restaurants, tipping culture, everybody's tipping. I love it how they could do this at, I'm just pretending this is the thing at Starbucks. They're like, and they look away. There's a question for you. It's not a question. It's extortion. Okay. It's extortion. I don't have a Patreon yet. I literally have to sit down and get all that shit done. And it's so hard for me to do because I am so ADD and take so many classes because I can't sit still. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, they go like this at Starbucks. It's going to ask you a question. And I'm like, you mean extort me for a tip? I will give you a tip if I feel like it, first of all. Secondly, their coffee prices are going up every single time. Now, here's what I find interesting. If you work in a restaurant, any restaurant, why does the government, since the government's so all up in everybody's fucking knickers all the time, like what you put in your body, what you can do to your body, you can cut your penis off, but you can't get eye surgery until after this certain age. Anyway, the only thing I don't understand is why waiters aren't paid. Like if it's $25, I waitress as well, and cocktail waitress, and owned a bar and a restaurant. John and I both did, and cooked in one, and blah, blah, not very well. But I've done those types of things, which I hated. Not work for me. I don't like it. But why at the time do they pay waiters so much less because they're waiters, and then tell you you're going to get tips? So the business owner somehow has convinced the government that if a waiter gets $5 less than minimum wage, it's okay because they're getting tips. No, it's not. You should be getting your full pay, and then people can leave tips as they choose. Period. Okay, the owners of restaurants should have to give the full whatever they pay McDonald's, the same. I know, servers and bartender, exactly. They should have to pay you the same. They're trying to control. Do you see what they're doing? Because you chose no, it's not an engagement ring. It's just a ring. It's on my right hand. This is my right hand. This is my left hand. No, not engagement ring. But anyway, when you look at it, do you see what they've done? They're punishing you because I worked for 85 cents an hour when I used to clean at the truck stop. Now I was underage. I tried to go straight, went back to the clubs, tried to go straight, went back to the clubs, but it was 85 cents. And then I think $1.85. Like what the actual hell is that? Here's the thing. If the government says you get tipped, they punish you because you're not going to tips are extra. That's my point. How the fuck have restaurant owners been given the authority to decide that your tips are going to come in so that you cannot make more money or get ahead unless you follow society's rules? Who the fuck decided that? It's so immoral. I can't even say it. It's so immoral. It's so wrong. If they're waiters, they don't need you in the restaurant like a bitch ass. I know they split. Yeah, they split with the cooks as well. Well, the cooks are the people that are doing the work. Like without a good cook, you're fucked. We tip the cook at the restaurant we get to because he cooks me salmon. So when he cooks me good salmon, we tip him. That's because he makes a point of cooking good salmon. I know I can trust it. That's like a restaurant we've been to for a lot of years though. So what I'm saying is though, the busboys, the waiters, the cooks, the bartenders should all be making minimum wage, okay? They should not be making less because they make tips. Do you see how they're being punished for not doing some other kind of job? Do you see that? Do you see what I'm saying? It's a punishment by the government who's decided it. And then I used to work at this club. I don't know if you guys remember it, but I think it's called Lucy's 54. I don't even know what it is now, but I worked at the Money Tree before it was Lucy's 54. And at that time, that's when the government started coming in and saying, I was pregnant with Jason, kind of working through that one. That's where the government came in and said, we're going to start counting on your tips and we're going to tax you on this amount. So if you sell $400 times $2, $80, we're going to tax you on another $80. What the hell is that? What is that? Get out of it. They fucking hate it. They're taking over, have way too much control. Now, here's the thing. Every time I talk to anybody, and this is why I don't have reviews online, because A, I don't care what you think of the reading. If you don't want to come back, don't. If it's good, then you'll come back. But now everybody's saying, can you leave me a a review? So now when I phone T-Mobile to pay my bill, I'm supposed to send back a survey to tell them on how their person. So the bitch corporations have me doing their work for them. Do you see what I mean? Doing their work for them. They have me doing their work for them by telling them how their employees are. I'm not your bitch. I don't fucking care what your employees do. If I don't like them, I will call another employee. I'll hang up on their ass and call back. And if they really bug me, I'll call a manager. But other than that, I'm not doing your survey. I'm not here to spend my whole day answering whether my experience was good. Figure it out. Your stocks will go up or they'll go down. Deal with it. There's that. No, I'm not booked till next year. I just closed my books. I do not take bookings a year ahead. I do not do that. I hate it when people think I do that. I know a lot of psychics say that. I open my books for 2 weeks and I close them and then I ignore them and I move on to to live my life. Because I'm not going to work around the clock and I'm not going to be beholden to your money a year in advance when you pay me and then I've spent it and then you want a reading or you hate me and I have to, no, I'm not doing it. So that's what I'm not doing. Sorry, I'm not doing it. So no, I'm not booked out. I'm not that popular and I just shut my website down. That's it. Yeah, it's just, no, I've worked as a waitress. I have worked as a waitress. I'm saying I don't understand why the bar waiting, and I've owned a restaurant, why the restaurants, why they don't pay your staff minimum wage and let them keep their tips without you doing anything about it. Like, why is the government all up in that? That's another thing. Second thing is, when they ask me for a survey, can you answer a survey? I'm at the post office. Can you sign this for the survey? No, I like you and everything, but I don't freaking like you enough to sign the survey. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. What is going on that's a thing? No, I'm not playing hard to get. I literally have a life. I'm almost 60. I wasn't planning on working like this. When I tell you that, I wasn't. I was just going to die. What do you want me to say? My life was over with. I don't know what to say. I'm glad people think when they're in their 60s they have a life. I already know it's over. I'm just pretending here. I can't even explain it. I did only what I want to do. That's it. I don't know what to say. I mean, when I had my kids, my life was well worth it. I raised my children. I don't see the point in like, oh, you're going to have this life after. Who cares? I don't fucking care. I don't care. I literally don't care. I fill my time up with things because you're supposed to do that. And then one day I'll die. Maybe I'll fall out of the ropes. Maybe I'll fall off a cliff. Maybe somebody will fucking shoot me. I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, no, I would never get, please, oh my God. Why would a woman in her 60s or anybody ever fucking get married? Why? I would like someone to explain to me before I go off my bloody rocker. I can do everything myself. I can earn an income, always could, never needed a man, ever, okay? Since I'm 14, I didn't see no parents paying for my ass. I didn't see anybody helping me. No, I wouldn't marry a man for money because you have to, you have to pay attention to them. You have to do what they say. You can never take money from somebody without them having a bitch slap around your neck. And my freedom, I'm telling you, I cannot. I'm just saying, I don't want their pension. I don't give a fuck what they make. I'll be dead. I don't care. I don't know how to say it to you. I really don't care. People hate that, but it's true. I make my own money. I can do my own shit. I can buy my own dinner. I can buy my own cars. I can travel myself. Why would I get married? I'm just asking why. No, I got married so I could have my children. I was under the impression that my kids would have a better life if I was married. That's all. So I got married to have kids and I wanted a family. And I'm going to say this, alcohol and drugs fuck your families up. So I'm like literally jaded and bitter. Like, yeah, and I don't want some fucking men to get married. And this is another, yeah, I'm alone all the time. I've been alone for 4 years. It doesn't matter. But men want someone to caretake them. Young men want mommy, and older men want you to fucking take care of them, right? I did only need a man to procreate. That's true. And they like to keep you in a domestic thing, but I've never needed one. And I would never get married. Never fucking get married. Never. Oh my God, never. I didn't want to get divorced though, but I was forced into it. like by the behavior of no, I would never be a hospice wife. I don't care. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't care. People get so mad at it because we're taught that we have to marry. It takes you away from, it's fine if you want to get married. You do what you do. But I find that as a woman, you become a caretaker in a marriage. That's your job. Caretake everybody. I've yet to see a man caretake me. That's all I'm saying. They can caretake me a little bit, but I always end up paying for it in the end. I'll pay for it with the way they treat me. I'll pay for it for what they say I use them for. If they take care of me, I'll be here. No, I can't. Absolutely the fuck not. No, can't. Yeah, I'm sure some men do. I've never met one who takes care of me. I don't know what to say. I was gorgeous when I was younger. No one offered to take care of me. I was too willful, though. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to anybody tell me what it is I have to do. They want a maid. They want you to fucking do it. They want dinner. I hate my man. Exactly. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's just, I wanted my children and I wanted a happy, peaceful life. And I didn't get that. I didn't get that. So yeah, I mean, I just was talking to John about that, but poor Keithy was born after his brother died of a drug overdose. And so what's that? Like, did I need to marry into that family to deal with that fucking issue that was already there before I was born? Like, did I need to do that? No, I did not. But yeah, a house cleaner, a sandwich maker, and a fucking doctor taker. And then they want you, see, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, no, never. Yeah, never. It doesn't even matter. People go, oh, if I look good, I can have. No, you couldn't. If you look good, you're really going to get men that hate women. The more you look good, the more you're going to date and marry a fucking man that hates your guts. Because he's trying to get you, and then he gets you, and then he's going to fucking torture you after he gets you. That's it. I don't even find single funny. I'm just waiting to fill my time in, honestly. I mean, people get mad at that, but that's true. That's it. I'm just waiting to get off the planet. That's like, I go out, I do things. Do I enjoy anything? Not really. I just do it. I mean, it's fun, but I mean, I don't know what people want me to say. I don't know, Jana. I don't know what they want me to say. I don't know. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, it never was fun. Actually, I found this life to be an enormous amount of work and an enormous amount of heartache for problems and expectations and all kinds of things, you know. First of all, if you're good looking, you get called a whore if you marry. Ladies, if you marry anybody with money and you happen to be attractive and their own kids are ugly, then you're going to be called a whore. You're going to get called a fucking whore. And they're going to call you and point fingers at you. And then if you happen to have been a stripper or a prostitute or a whatever, sex talker, whatever it is, you're going to feel like you don't want that shame on you. So you'll probably stay married longer just to prove you're not a fucking gold digger. No, I can't. Thank you. That's so nice to say thank you. So that's it. Oh my God. Anyway, if their kids are ugly and you marry, if you have a stepdaughter, son, and they fucking are ugly in the face and ugly in the soul, they will torment their father for marrying somebody attractive. Mark my words, okay? They will torment you if you're good looking. And if you have an age difference, they're going to call you a whore and a gold digger. And the whole family will imply that, even though really what society should fucking step back from is they should say, what the hell is the guy who's that age dating somebody who's that age? Oh, I know. She's a fucking stripper. She must know everything. No, she probably comes from sexual abuse, probably delusional, maybe on drugs and doesn't know shit. Maybe that is the truth, people. Oh my God. Anyway, no, I hear it day in and day out. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, and then here's another trick they play. Another trick, it's always your fault. Oh my God, always. It's your fault. It's your fault. Then the kids hate your guts. The kids hate you because they listened to their father tell you what a piece of shit and a whore you were for fucking decades because you didn't want to leave your kids because you can't fight somebody with that kind of money. Yeah, because even if you are a gold digger, you're never getting a man's money. He hides it. Remember that. Remember that. They do not share, okay? Oh, anyway, it's always the woman's fault. Yes. If people knew how much men hate women, they would stop. Yeah. What about male strippers? I feel so badly for, I told you the story. I had this friend and her name, see? And her name was Nevada. And she stripped through her whole pregnancy. Now I'm getting stuffed again. She was pregnant, okay? She stripped through her whole pregnancy, made a shit ton with her pregnant belly. I hated people paying her. I mean, I was really happy that she was making money, but I also looked at them like, I fucking hate you. Like, I was like, I hate you for looking at her. Stop tipping her. But I was really glad that she was making money, but she was full on 9 months pregnant. Anyway, she hated men so bad. She drags us out to a strip club, a male strip club, right? No women needed, right? She drags us out to a strip club. And so she calls the young man over for, I mean, he's probably older than me at the time because I was probably 15. And she calls him over and I'm just sitting there. I don't do that. I don't hang out in male strip clubs. I just went with her and a couple of other girls. So he puts his little box, the thing that you step on, in front of her and he starts dancing and she pulls out a fucking magazine and ignores him. And I'm like, I was like, what are you doing? And so I had to tip him because I felt so bad. She wasn't going to tip him. She wasn't going to do jack shit. And I was like, I think I better tip him because you are fucking hurting his feelings. Like, I know how that feels. And I just didn't like that. And so I was like, here, take all my money from the night. Here. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. Anyway, it was terrible. But that's the whole thing. And now I'm still going on a tirade. But now what they have us doing is they have us doing our own groceries and checkout lines while they raise the price of food. Unless you belong to something like Costco, you can't get enough food for 4 kids to eat vegetables every day unless you buy apples. That's about it. And they've got you paying for bags after they took bags away from you because bags are dangerous. Now you're paying 10 cents a bag and none of it's going to help the ground, the land, the whatever. You have entertainers telling you to give your guns back. Give your guns back. Okay, why are you giving your guns back when they are, I'm not talking about anything with the war. I don't give a shit. I don't care. They're going to keep doing wars. We know this. And so we know they're doing this before the election. We know this. So yes, I know. I feel so bad for them. Anyway, when you're looking at it, I don't watch the news. So I'm just hearing about it, but I really don't watch the news. So what they do is they told you to get rid of your plastic bags and they told you to do all of that. And then they were going to save the environment. Then they've got Barbara Streisand and fucking what's his name in office. And they all drive around in airplanes with armed guards. Okay. Like Air Force, whatever it is. Thank you for that. Sounds, I see video. Yeah. Spirit boxes. I'll answer that in a question in a second. But they do all of that. And you've got Leonardo DiCaprio talking about, climate change while he travels around in a fucking airplane that leaves more of a footprint than you'll ever leave in your life while his security guard has a gun. But you're supposed to get rid of your gun. Never get rid of your guns. Keep your fucking guns. Keep them. Do not give them away because then only the authorities will have guns and the criminals and you will end up fucked up. That's it. I know. That I'm just saying it. I'm just being truthful. And anybody who says it, as soon as your favorite celebrity gives up their security guard that carries weapons, then you can give your gun up. But they're not going to do that. Okay? They're not going to. And you're going to say, well, that's a security guard. He's no more important than you. Neither is a cop. They're no more important than you, period. Period. Okay? They don't have a fucking one-up over you, period. I know they charge for bags. I steal bags, just so you know. I'm not paying for your fucking bags. I'm going to take them every time. Fuck you, and that's it. Anyway, I want I wanted to say that. Yeah, I don't eat hamburger. Yeah, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I just can't deal with this planet. I cannot. Cannot. And my friend and I, oh my God, my young friend, okay, she's like key sage. She has a son, and she's like at the school. So they were late. I mean, her son was sick. She got in a fight with the school. Like I used to get in a fight with the school because the school wants money for your kid in school. Yeah, no. Okay, so anyway, they threatened her with a bunch of shit, and they want you every time my kids went to school, they wanted us to sign. The principal would say, "Well, we get more money if you sign up for hot meals and this." I said, morally, I can't do that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want your free fucking government meals. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't want your fucking bullshit EBT cards. I don't. I cannot. I will not. I'm not. If anybody needs it, good for them. But when my kid goes to school and I pack a lunch for my kid or give them lunch money, I don't need the school demanding that I do this, that, or the other so that they get more money. They get the lottery money and they get my tax money already. I'm not here to do that. I'm not here to do that. That's not what I'm here to do, is to make you get more money. I don't care. I don't care. You don't know how to educate kids. Your education is insanity, okay? It's insanity. It is crazy. So no, I don't. I just don't. No, schools are only a business for the government, and they don't like it. They don't like it. Yeah, I steal the bags every time. I'm sorry. Call the police. Well, that's right. The police don't come out when they're murdering somebody. They don't care. Call the police. Bag thief. Me went in the other room. I fed her already, y'all. Yeah, I'm glad they close up, but that's why they're bringing immigrants in. You had to take COVID shots, but these people cross the government, the border from wherever, and they don't have any shots. No one knows their names, their criminal records, but you. You're supposed to take the shot to work. Why? Don't ever listen to the government again. Never listen to them. Never. Never. Don't do it. I steal bags. There's a bunch of bag stealers. Yeah, get banned from shopping. Fuck them. I don't care. My money spends anywhere. My money spends anywhere and everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. Okay? My money spends. So people can shut the fuck up. I don't need to follow the rules of the government. I am bag lady. This is me. I don't need to follow your rules because your rules are immoral. Very immoral and go against my moral compass. So no. Yeah, the immigrants get everything free. You've worked here your whole life and they lock your ass up. You know why they give you tickets? Do you know why people who are good citizens who pay their bills, pay their taxes, get their shit taken away? Because you have shit to take away. They can't get it from homeless Joe on the street corner, and they can't get it from the guy that comes across the border. But they can get it from you because you have a house. That's how it works. That's how it works. And what about, thank you. Thank you for that. What about, I'm sniffling again. What about if you have, for example, on TikTok, I'm going to bring it up again. You have a bunch of fake people on TikTok using your name that you have a trademark for, and you send it to them and they're like, yeah, we can't do anything. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, sure. That's great. Thank you. That's fucking fantastic. I appreciate you saying you can't do jack shit. It's the stupidest thing. It's stupid. I made lunches, then I gave my kids lunch money. But the point is, I don't want to sign a piece of paper. This is what I told the principal. This is what I told the fucking principal. I'm not, I right in his face. I'm like, dude, I am not signing a piece of paper that says I don't make enough money to feed my kid. I am not putting that in writing. Am I fully straight or bisexual? I'm fully straight. Why? Why does you know the bisexual is a lie, right? Because at the end, when they get to be my age, they're going to pick a man or a woman. They're not going to pick both. They're not going to pick both. It's going to be one or the other. And I've always been straight, and I like being straight. Sorry to disappoint. I'm sorry. I just never thought of being bisexual. I hope it's not offending. Fuck accents. Are you bisexual? Do you take it up the ass? Do you swallow? Do you swallow? What the fuck? Who cares what I am anyway? Oh my God. Yeah, I do like dudes. I'm not getting married though. I was married 36 years. I don't have to get married again. I don't have to buy into your TikTok's terrible. Anyway, oh my God, I just forgot the question I said I'd answer. It just went out of my head. And don't email on here and say, Sloan, your show's great, but you switch topics so much. I'm doing a live stream and it's kind of for quick, just so something comes out. No, I've never been bisexual. I've never tried it. I choose not to. I don't have an interest in doing that, but I mean, you know, whatever. To each his own. You can do whatever you want, but I choose to just be heterosexual. Sorry, I'm both white and heterosexual, so I guess y'all must just fucking hate my guts. Whitey doesn't like bisexuality. She's a double racist. That Whitey over there. She don't like it. Sorry, it just strikes me as fucking hilarious. It isn't anyone's business, but I'm really like, seriously, whatever. Anyway, you know, yeah, proud straight whites. People are like, yeah, no, they wanted you at school. In order to get lunch money, the parents have to put they don't make enough money to qualify for lunches. Spirit boxes, thank you. I absolutely fucking refused on everybody I love's grave to do that. I would rather die than not be able to take care of my own kids, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I refuse to put that in writing. I got in many a fight. I took my kids out of several schools when they were in elementary school, a couple of schools, strictly dickly over here. I took them out of schools because of that. I don't care what it costs. It's my job to take care of my kids. It's not anybody else's. We are really fucked up in society. It's a family's job to pool together. If you have a crazy father, find 6 aunts over here that will help. It's people's jobs within the family unit or friend unit. It's not the government's job to take. I'm sorry. I had to say it. That's just my opinion. I don't feel anything about war with anybody. I don't give a fuck. I could care less. I hope they blow the entire planet up. Thanks for asking, though. The reason I don't care about war is the war is for government, and if you pick a side on it, there come out the eggplants. If you pick a side on any war, they're gonna fuck you up. I don't care. I want the entire planet to sink into the ocean completely and be gone, okay? Like, fucking light it up like July 4th. That's it, all right? That's it. I don't know what you want me to say. Don't care. I do not care about war. It is government man-made, nothing more, nothing less. They're taking a payoff. So what you should do if you have an issue with war is you should go to your government, which would be Biden, and whatever Israel, Iran, whichever governments, and everybody should stop voting them in because they are only taking money. I don't care what the beef is down here. I don't give a shit. The government's profiting off it, okay? So the government is profiting off it, period. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. Other than that, I'm not picking a side because I don't have, yes, I've dated every race under the planet. I've also dated fat, poor, broke, homeless, drug-addled, insane. Yes, I have. But I think my preference is older white men. Sorry again for the white thing, but yes, I did date everybody as a kid. I don't know what to say. I did. What do you want me to say? I don't date people? Yeah. Italian, every group of people, even men that were straight who were really gay. Them, men that were white, men that were black, men that were Asian. What do you want me to say? But I stick to old white men because I guess Whitey has this white bitch has a whatever. Jewish is, what do you think of Jewish? Yes, I've dated Jewish as well. And what kind of question is that? And by the way, if somebody were a racist, okay, if somebody were a racist, would they answer you on here so you could twist it and turn it around? Fuck no, they wouldn't answer you. No, but I don't have an issue. I mean, I don't know. They're just trying to find something to. They're trying to find something to get me at, and you're not going to get me because I've dated every group of people. My family was a little racist growing up. My first little boyfriend was Jewish, and they told me you can't be his friend. I was his friend. I went behind their back and was still his friend. And he was Jewish, from a Jewish family. There you go. Also dated Catholic. John's Catholic. Dated, what was the other one? Southern Baptist. Now that was interesting. That religion doesn't agree with my lifestyle. So yeah, I dated, God, all kinds of people, you know, I mean, whatever. But again, my preference is older white men. Like, and I don't even have a preference now because I'm not dating. So I don't even look at men as a potential to date. So I don't care what you are. I'll talk to you, but I don't give a shit because you're never dating me. If you ask me out, I just won't talk to you again. So there's that. Okay, spirit boxes. I don't know what you asked about spirit. No, I don't smoke pot. Spirit boxes. The reason that entities or energy can attach to a spirit box is because it's electricity. Now, they can come through a radio, through a light, through a computer, through any form of electrical activity. People make spirit boxes, but the spirit box is premised on the frequency of the electricity. Okay, so it's the electricity that attracts the spirits because it's a vibrational rate that they can hook into. So like your lights will flicker. You know, your doorbell will ring, your cell phone will type, your computer will type. The spirit box is specifically designed frequency wise, and I can't remember the frequency to pick. Yes, spirits come through me. I just had a conversation today with somebody who, I'm keeping my eye on the time. I've got 10 more minutes. I got 9 minutes and then I got to go. Why? Because I'm taking classes. Okay, anyway, I just had a conversation with somebody who had his house cleared because of a spirit that came through the Ouija boards. Yeah, Ouija boards. Those are all tools. If you, even being psychic, if you open yourself up to the information, okay, whatever it is you do, then you can't control what comes to you. You just have to know how to decipher it. And how you learn that is by trial and error. Understand how it feels, and what's truthful. And that's why your vehicle or vessel has to be so on point. If your vessel is not on point and you're high, drunk, fucked up on crack, whatever it is, you don't know what's coming to you. But a spirit box essentially has been fine-tuned in order to bring through or pick up the frequency. But you can use a tape recorder, you can use a radio. Computers will often, you know, type on computers. If they want to reach you, they will reach you. And I just thought I would finish this live with this because I am super sick, super fucking sick of people asking me, if you're so fucking psychic, why didn't you channel your son's death? All right, let's fucking unpack that one. Okay, here's the first thing. You are not channeling an alive person. My son was alive at the time, okay? I do connect with him since he died, but he was alive. That's not channeling, you moron. Dumbass. Stupid person who doesn't understand even a modicum of anything. And then we have the people saying, well, based on the fucking numerology, you killed your son. Okay, dumbass wisecracker. Wisecracker. Okay, anyway, here's what happens. First of all, in numerology, there is a whole context, as there is in astrology, as there is in tarot, for reading something. You can't take one element and go, this says this, therefore equals that. Don't be a dumbass. All right. So when it comes to channeling, channeling is another word for actually, technically, let's get into it. When you're a medium, you pick up on the feelings, thoughts, visions, communication in any way your body instrument picks it up. Channeling is often mixed up and confused with mediumship. Channeling is actually open. The way that I learned the word channeling, I don't know what it means now, because y'all be saying astrologists out there. Hello. There is no such word. Stop saying that fucking word. It just tells me you're not an astrologer before I have to bang my head against the wall. Bang, bang. Okay, so channeling, channeling means you open your body up to bring the energy into your soul body so that they can use your body to communicate. Okay, so like the dead person comes into you, that's a trance channel or channeling. You can say channeling. No, astrologist is not a fucking word. It was made up in the 80s, okay? It was made up in the 80s. Astrology, like doctor, should be for male and female. Astrologist, as it is defined in the dictionary, says hobbyist. A hobbyist shouldn't be blah blahing about astrology. Now, should you? Should you? No. Mm-mm. And astrologist didn't come about. I think it was in the 80s the word came about, and no real astrologer uses the fucking word astrologist. They don't use it any more than you find a doctorist. I'm going to my doctorist to get my ass checked out. Please. Stop. Okay? When you're a working astrologer, we know who they are. As soon as they say astrologist, they're trying to make people think they're an astrologer, but you're not, or you wouldn't use the word astrologist unless you think you're a new age woke motherfucker in this society. Oh, and for those that don't like my swearing, I'll do what I want. I like swearing. It's my language. You have your language. You get your pronouns. I get my swear words. You have your they, them. I have fuck you. Yeah, I like to swear. Okay, anyway, I digress. I had a conversation with somebody today, okay, that had a portal through their bathroom mirror. And the entity kept coming into the house through the mirror. Mirrors are most definitely a portal. That's why when you look into a mirror, you can sometimes see past lives by looking into the mirror. No, it's true. I mean, I like swearing. People always go as if it discredits me from being spiritual. I swear, I'm a real person. I go to the bathroom too. Like, does that discredit me, or am I supposed to wear a fucking halo and float above the ground? I mean, whatever. My love language is me being, we have 3 minutes. So to answer the last question, okay, yeah, no, people, they're on these sites, but I noticed people are very vile. Okay, so you're vile. You may critique me, but if you're talking to, hold on. Oh, I can't do it right now. Shit. I don't know how to answer that. Okay, so if you are talking to me about my son who passed away that I love dearly, and if you are saying shit like, if she's so psychic, why didn't she get it? Like a fucking asshole. First of all, get on a plane and come to my door and say it to my face and we'll have a conversation. Number one. Number two, I did tell both of my children, and it's well documented in the neighborhood and with my group of friends that I was on a group text with, saying one of my kids is going to die by September, and I don't know which one. I went to my psychic friend and said, which one is going? One of them, I could feel it. I had such agitation that I couldn't stop it. I did tell them both. Where I was unclear as a psychic is which one it was, Jason or Keith. We know which one it was now. I didn't know which one it was, but that's for sure. My husband heard the conversation. I don't drink. I don't take drugs. But these bitches on here, because they're jealous or whatever it is, maybe it's because I'm white and they're racist, whatever. Anyway, when you say that, you should be very careful what you say to a mother of a dead child, okay? So on a motorcycle accident, they try to blame me for it. You should be very fucking careful what you say. And if you want to say it behind a keyboard, You should come to my face and say it. And then we'll see what you want to say to my face. Because I guarantee you won't say that to my face. You really won't. So I'm dead serious. You should have your face bitch slapped for saying that. You should be punched out and beaten into the ground for even uttering the words that you say to a parent of a dead child. How dare you say that shit? And it's not channeling it. I did tell my son. I saw it. That's one thing I do see is death in my family. That is one thing I have seen. It's a joke in the family. If you see it for me, don't tell me. You guys that were on my channel absolutely heard me say Jimmy in a live stream. My stepson came in and I said, Jimmy's here. I started crying. I left the live stream and came back and said, I wonder who he's coming for. That was the first thing. The second thing is Lila's birthday. I know the timing. You guys, the timing with Lila's birthday is when I heard it. I was sitting at her birthday with the other grandmas and the other adults, and I blurted it out, blurted it, because that's what happens to me. It's called psychic Tourette's. When I get it in my head and I feel it, I can't stop saying it. I then was on it. I've said this the last week, but it's really beginning to bother me. And I think that there should be repercussions for people that do that. I really fucking do think it. But I don't even know what that means. But anyway, what happens to me is I literally get psychic Tourette's, and I say that. That's what and I can't stop it. I went to my friend's house night after night after night, and I said to her, which one of my sons? I was on a group text. I have to take these bikes 2 weeks before. I must steal them. My friend Carol, who's probably watching this, said, Sloan, bring the bikes to my house. Let's get a tow truck and kidnap the bikes. Other than that, I couldn't get into the house. I didn't live there anymore. They locked the garage, and that was up to them to let me in or not let me in. Correct? So when there's people that come on this channel and want to stalk me and spy, I promise you I will get even. That's all I'm going to say. I'll fucking get even. But that's how my psychic ability works. That's how it works for me. I don't care how it works for you or what you choose to believe because you think you understand the metaphysical. You're obviously not in the world. You obviously do not know what it's like to be psychic, or you would never say that. Anybody who's had a psychic experience understands that. Okay? If you're at all a modicum of being psychic, you fucking know it. But you should really be careful before you speak to people who've lost a child and say shit like that, because it will catch up with you. It really will. You will not get away with it. So you may think you get away with it, but you're not. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I just ranted, but it's true. Yes, if you're psychic, you know what it is. If you're psychic, I've been psychic my whole life. You're born this way. I can't help it. I literally have predicted people's death my entire life. I can't help it. I walk in, I see. If you're psychic, you know. How can you not know this? And how can you ask a question? Why didn't she channel it? If indeed you are psychic, then you know that not everybody channels everything about themselves. Can you handle knowing your child's going to die? I bet you couldn't. I knew one of my kids was going to die. I bet you can't handle it. So they gave me the information and they didn't tell me which one. So I had to tell them both because I didn't know. But could you handle it? How would you have handled it? Since you want to put your fucking self in my place, how would you have handled it? And what would you do to somebody that said you killed your child? And if you have a child, why would you say such a thing? Why would you say such a thing? And if you did that, you should watch because you have a child. So you better hope it never happens to you. Okay, again, it happens. Sorry, loose cannon. All right, you guys. No, I'm not. We're doing it in a different location. No, I'm not going to Nashville. She's flying in from New York, but it's on the 25th. I'll be doing the podcast. I have no idea, none whatsoever, when it's going to air. I think they film on the 25th and then they air whenever. Also, tomorrow I'm doing 2 other podcasts, which I'll announce. Okay. One is Andros and one is Storms. I think you guys know Storm from YouTube here. And Andro, you will know because he's a baby interviewer. By that, I mean he's younger than both my children. Anyway, and so I'll be doing an interview with him and an interview with Storm. So you guys know who he is on here. So that's that. Yeah. There you go. All right. Peace out, y'all. Okay. Bye. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Remember, steal those plastic bags from the checkout line. Peace out.